Said 2 weeks ago that Jesus in John chapter 3, when Nicodemus came to him, Nicodemus said, we know no man can do this except God is with him. We know. And the Bible tells us in the book of Daniel, those who know their God shall be strong and they will do great exploits. First of all, we must know our God. So, Nicodemus said, we know, based on the result, no man can do these, all these things are doing, except God is with him. And Jesus said, I tell you what, unless you are born again, you cannot see the kingdom. Please, if you've been following me, I want you to be finishing some of this today. If you are not born again, you cannot see the kingdom of God. And I tell you, I said, there are some things people who are not initiated cannot see. I guarantee you, if a monkey goes ahead with his military thing and get trained and all of that, if human monkey goes anywhere, because of what they're training, his ability to assess and develop what is called situational awareness is so higher than yours that you will not believe, because it becomes a way of life because of his training. A well-trained soldier or military person will never enter any place like a restaurant and sit at a table where it's not facing the exit. They will always sit in a place where they can see everything ahead of them. It's just their nature. They are enjoying themselves. But when you are trained to see, you will see what most people don't see. I told you the other day that by nature right now, all of us are trained through evolutionary processes to see danger when ordinarily you don't see. I gave you an example. I said they did to prove to you that even though you don't know you have the ability, every one of us have it. I wish I can find the video and I will have shown you the video. In the video, they have a circle of about 10 spaces and they put different objects in there. A house, a plane, a car, a boat, clothes, children playing in the park, and then there was a spider and a snake. Without you being able to know what the pictures are, they can't block it. Then they took up the covering and then they spun it rapidly. And they said, what do you see? It seemed, when I look at that video, it seemed as if the place where a snake and a spider was in slow motion. Everything else was blurry. But I was able to identify that because I was trained to see it. So Jesus said, when you enter into the kingdom, once you become born again, you see the kingdom of God. But he said, that is the initial step. And we said, how do you become born again? You believe in your heart. You confess with your mouth. You are born again. But Jesus now said, further, when Nicodemus asked, how can a man be born again? Can he enter into his mother's womb and be born again? Jesus said, I tell you what, unless you are born of the water and the Spirit, you cannot enter into the kingdom. We don't want to see the kingdom of God. We want to enter into that kingdom. And we said, the Bible said, as many as are led by the Spirit of God and the sons of God. You cannot belong to God unless you have a spirit. So the moment you have the Spirit of God and you are being led by the Spirit of God, you cannot enter into the kingdom of God. And I said, that is not all. I said, after you enter into the kingdom of God, Jesus now tells them in Matthew chapter 18, they were saying, who is the greatest in the kingdom? He said, I will give you an example. He got a little lad, a little boy, and sat near me. He said, unless you are like a little child, you cannot enjoy the benefit of the kingdom. Why? When you become a child of God, God will give you instruction that doesn't make sense. You will seem abandoned, and God will seem silent, but you must be able to trust Him when you can't trace Him. Because God is a slow cooker, and as a child, you just trust the perfected process. So I said the progression is you see the kingdom, you enter the kingdom, you become childlike, not childish, for you to possess and enjoy what the kingdom entails.